Now then, guys, welcome to Straz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is Season 6, Episode 6 of my Leicester City Let's Play in Football Manager 2018. And this is the first video that I've recorded in a long time, and also the first video in my new house. Kind of. I still don't have any internet. I don't have my man room set up properly. So at the minute, I'm currently sat on the living room floor, holding my microphone, and just going to make the best of a bad situation at the minute, just to try and get some content recorded, and then I'm going to have to try and nip back to the house I was living in, still their internet, my mum's internet, and upload some videos. So hopefully I can get that done. So bear with us, guys, with these videos. Soon as I've got the internet, the sooner I'm going to start pushing content again. A lot more. I've got a few more things planned that I want to bring to the channel, but I need to get these Football Manager videos done because I miss playing Football Manager. I haven't played this save in over a week. I think it must be a bit more than a week, but in about over a week anyway. So, first time I switched it on. Today, we're going to be playing Colchester in the FA Cup and then Man City in the league. If we have a look at the league, we're in 4th place. We're 10 points ahead of 5th, which is Liverpool, which is doing all right. We are slowly slipping away from the league leaders, Manchester United and Arsenal, but we're still having a battle for 3rd with Manchester City, which is nice, who also we've got, so it's going to be a big game. So we're going to have a quick look at form, because I can't even remember how we've played and what was the last game we did. It was probably the Galatasaray Hull game. I believe that's what it was. So after them games, we played West Ham, beat them 4-1. Dolberg scored, and Iheanacho getting 2, and McCure bagging 1. Then we beat Watford 3-0. Iheanacho, Klein and McCure again getting on the score sheet. Chelsea was a 3-3, and I remember this game actually, because we went 3-0 down, well, 2-0 down quite early on. We got one back through Ndidi. They scored again to make it 3-1, and then Iheanacho bagged one in the 80th minute, and then Chris Scott came up as a substitute and scored with the last kick of the game, which is nice to see. We managed to scrape a point there against Chelsea, who are struggling as well this season. Then we played Middlesbrough. It was 0-0. It was a poor game. No one really had a good game, but you're going to get games like that. Then Tottenham, we won 3-2. Again, it's a game that we dominated the first half. Iheanacho scoring, Nathaniel Klein getting another goal, Nick James as well. So the kind of fullbacks slowly starting to score some goals, which is good to see. They got, well, one goal in the first half and then another later on, and now all on the attack, and I did go quite defensive. And it worked, it paid off. We've managed to get the 3 points, which is nice. So today's game against Colchester, let's have a quick look how the team's going to line up. I've rotated a little bit just to get things out. I have got a few transfers as well. A few people may be leaving the club, but we'll go through that probably in the next episode when they get sold or if they get sold. But Evan Swift is starting up front with Chris Scott. Erdengard is starting as the attacking midfielder. We've got Wilshere, Henderson and Toussaint as well. Midfield 3 with Chilwell, Gibson, Holding and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Lopez in goal, because I'm going to try and play him for the FA Cup. He's not played all season, and he's not done that great. I think the last time he played, we lost, I believe. I think he's only played one game in a cup. 4 cup games, 1 game, conceded 3 goals. So not doing very well. So he may backfire, but we'll see how it goes. On the bench, we've got Nick James, Klein, Iheanacho, Zouma, McCure, Felix, and Ndidi. So a strong bench. Dolberg, I'm just going to rest him. He doesn't need to be on the bench, really. So that's that, really. So we're going to get into this game. Tactics-wise, I have changed it a little bit. I've just clicked no then. We're on standard, flexible, playing out of defence, walk the ball into the box, exploit the middle, and play narrow. Just with it being on standard, gives me a bit of a better option just to read the game a little bit more instead of going to try and control the game, because we're still not good enough. We're not good enough to dominate against these big clubs, but we are just about good enough to nick victories if we read the game right. If we got a good team out there and we do the tactics correctly, it should work fine. So we've got the kickoff. We are away from home. This should be an easy win for us. Colchester down in League 2, I believe. So hopefully no upsets. Evan Swift, I am looking to loan out. I don't know if I mentioned that a second ago, but it'd be nice for him to get a good goal from Erdegaard there. It'd be good for him to get some game time, maybe down in the Championship, scoring a few goals, because as much as he did really well for his last season, he hasn't played for us yet this season. Not as much as he did last season, and the games he has played, he's not performed up to what he should have been doing, and have favoured Chris Scott over him, really. So it'd be good for him to get a good performance here. I think Fulham have come in for a loan for him, so it'd be good for him to go to Fulham. I've not looked to see how Fulham are doing, but it'd be nice for him to go there, maybe get a few goals. They've said they're going to get him starting, and Chris Scott is in and bagged another goal. He is slowly stepping up this season. I think that is maybe his 12th goal of the season, and it's good what we want to see from the youngster. I think Man United came in for him, a big team came in for him in the summer, and I just said, no, you're not going, you're staying here. I've given him a good contract, and he's repaying me for giving him a good contract and having the faith with him. I think if we get Champions League football next season, it's going to keep the players happy, but the whole idea of this save is to win this league, and it's taken me a lot longer than I thought, and I don't really want to drag it out too long, because I've got another idea of a season, a series that I want to do. It's going to be a short-term one for this Football Manager, because there's not long left now, probably until the new one comes out. We're in April now, so before we know it, the new one's going to come. So I'm going to trial it, and then when it comes to Football Manager 2019, then I'm going to proper give it a good go, which would be good. And they've just hit the post, Colchester have, so we will let off there. We're not dominating the game as much as we thought. 58% possession, 5 shots, 3 on target. They've had the 2. So yeah, maybe we're doing all right. We're not doing too bad. And this is really hard holding the microphone, and it's not particularly comfortable sitting on the floor. But oh well. Chris Scott, though, can he find a cross? He can, to Chilwell, who heads it over. And with me going on standard and the fullbacks being on attack, I think they're on attack. I don't know what they're on, though, or automatic. They're doing a lot better. So, 30-minute mark. Well, 35-minute mark. Team's looking okay. Toussaint's having an alright game. No one's particularly doing that bad. And I think we're just going to see this, unless we grab a goal here. Trent Alexander-Arnold with a shot, looking to get that far post, and can't sneak it in, unfortunately. The far post, near post. I'm going to go near post. It was closest to him, wasn't it? But yeah, half-time. Looks like we've seen this half out. It's going to be 2-0, which isn't too bad, I think. We just need to step up a gear in the next half, get a few more goals, get a good victory in there, and Chilwell in, keeper saved. If we get a good victory on here, it means it should boost morale for the Man City game, and hopefully we get the win and we move up into third spot. But yeah, we've properly dominated that half in the end, so I'm very happy with how things are. Keep it going. A lot of these players as well, I'm having to fight to keep at the club. I think I've made a couple of promises to some players. I think definitely Dolberg and a few others that we're going to get Champions League football this season. Ndidi as well. So if we don't get Champions League football, a lot of these players are going to be leaving. I think they've been performing really well for us. We need to get Champions League just to get them to stick around. It is funny that a couple of them may want to leave to go to Chelsea when Chelsea are nowhere near the Champions League spot, so I don't see the point of them going there. But it should be all right. Chris Scott wants to stay around. Erdegaard, he's not moaned about kind of football, playing not as much football, just because McCull's been doing really well. So it's just kind of team management at the minute. And it's still 2-0, and they've just got a goal back on the 17th minute, which is not good to see. I'm going to make a change. It is the 70th minute. Let's shore up my midfield. Toussaint's on a yellow card. I've got Ndidi that I can bring on. That'd be nice. Going to bring on Felix as well for Wilshere. Strengthen up that midfield a little bit more. Get some fresher legs on there. And I may just leave it as that for now. We'll have to have a look to see what we're going to do near the end. Maybe get Iniacho on, take Chris Scott off or something. I don't really know, but it was just a ball over the top. Chilwell didn't close his man down. Gibson just stood there and looked at Grant, and he let him just score a goal. So it's probably going to be a bit of a tense end to this game, especially if they manage to get another goal back. which I'm not going to be happy about if that is the case. I may go. Chilwell is suffering out there. I'm going to bring on Nick James, I think, actually. That's the sub I'm going to make. Nick James is... Chilwell is looking a bit tired out there. And then I'm going to step it up a little bit. Let's go attacking for the last 15 minutes of this game, just to try and get another goal. Try to shore the result out. Evan Swift has got an injury, but Trent Alexander-Arnold with a throw into Henderson. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Scott, to Henderson. We've gone to attack him. We've got the goal that we want. Let's drop it back down. So let's try and control it now. Let's try and see out the end of the game. But Henderson, that's a good goal from him. I took a bit of a gamble, I think, bringing him in. He is old. Well, I say old. He's not old, but he's old for a football player as it is. And he come from a Liverpool team that won the league, I think it was, and didn't really then play much football for him. So he's got the experience. He knows how to win the league. He's played in the Champions League. So I feel like it was a bit of a risk bringing him in because he's past his prime now. I think he has peaked, but he's done well for us for what he's come in. Evan Swift heads the ball. We're looking for Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's doing really well on these wings, I tell you. Both of them doing all right. Swift to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Is he going to get a cross in? He is. Cannot find anyone, but found indeed to Nick James, who's got himself another goal. I tell you what, this kid is now scored, I think, 4 goals, 3 goals, and a lot of them have been recently as well. So that's going to be good if we have like a fullback that's going to bomb forward and score goals for us. Maybe potential winger if we need wingers. I don't think we do, to be honest with you. But he can keep doing that all day long if he wants. That's fine. So 1 control still. 4-1. We're going to get through to the 4th round of the FA Cup nice and easy. Hopefully we get a good draw out of it as well. Chris Scott's picked up an injury as well now. That's not what we want to see. But we would like to see Evan Swift get himself a goal. So Erdegaard's going to get himself his 2nd goal of the game. We've made it 5-1. We've stepped up a little bit. We've pushed on. We've not gone to standard. We've gone attacking, scored a goal, dropped it to control. We are controlling it by just scoring more goals. And Martin Erdegaard, just easy finish for him. Good control, good finish. Got himself his 2nd goal. Again, he needs to start stepping up a little bit, especially as McCure. I know he's scored a couple of goals recently, but he's not. His average rating's dropped a little bit. So, yeah, it's good to have that attacking midfielder role step down and have new people in. And they've almost grabbed another goal back, but it doesn't really matter if they do. Coming up to the 90th minute. There we go, 4 minutes of added time. This should be nice and easy in the bag. We've got through to the next round of the FA Cup, which is nice to see. Lopez getting his 2nd start of the season, and I think I'm just going to have to trust in him to play these cup games because he's going to want to leave, but he's going to be a good backup, I think. Especially with Silva in goal. I'm extremely happy with that. Let's just get him out there. Then, now, I'm going to do the FA Cup draw, the Man City game, and then we'll have a quick look at the transfer. So I'll be back in a second, guys, for the FA Cup draw. Right, here we are, guys. The draw for the 4th round of the FA Cup. Who we're going to get? Would like a nice easy draw. We wouldn't want the likes of... Man U still in it? Doesn't look like Man U is still in it. Have they been knocked out? Oh, that'd be awesome if Man U's been knocked out of this cup. It's definitely ours to win because they're just the team that we cannot beat. Leicester versus Newcastle. Right, okay, that's going to be a nice little draw there. Let's just have a quick look at how Newcastle are doing in the Championship. The 12th at the minute. They got relegated last season. No, 2 seasons ago they got relegated. They're not doing that great this season, so that's going to be nice. That should be a nice test for us. Let's quickly click through these, see who's got who. So the noticeable thing here is that Man United aren't in the FA Cup. We've still got Liverpool, we've still got Chelsea, we've still got some of the other top clubs, but hopefully we can avoid playing them until the final, and hopefully regain the FA Cup, because after last season's loss at the end, it was just terrible against Man United. And here we are, guys. We're just seeing that Perez is one of the players that I want. Well, kind of want to get rid of. He's not really played much football this season. But I'm going to delay it because I have had a better bid come in from Tottenham for more money. But they have just sacked the manager. So whether they will come in for him, I don't know now. But it was a £20 million bid. If you have a look, that was £18 million. And Perez is a very, very good player. And I should be playing him. But I'm not. I don't need him. He's a 4-star player. He's getting on a little bit. I've got Felix, I've got Odegaard, and I've got McCool that can all play in that position. Are all doing well for me this season. He's played one game, and I think it is probably best for me to try and ship him on and get some money for him because I only bought him for quite cheap. Tajan as well, he's going to be going 19 million quid. Again, he has played actually for us this season, and I am taking a bit of a risk for letting him go. But we've got Nathaniel Klein and we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, who have promised that they can get more football. I might as well get some money for him. I think I bought him in for 5 million quid. I'm going to make a decent profit on him, and we could just look for next season to get another decent right back. So I'm going to let him go. That's going to be 19 million quid in the bank, and then instalments 7.5 million, which we definitely need because we have a quick look at the finances. We're £49 million in debt. We've got £2 million of transfer budget, which is not good. Wage budget is, it's a lot. So if we can get rid of some of these players that aren't in the team, then it'll be nice. I want to look at getting some youngsters in this squad and just not spending a lot, but what's he want? Wilshere isn't happy about that. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to resolve these problems, and then I'm going to get into this Man City game. So I'll be back in a second, guys. Guys, here we are for the Man City game. And I'm almost forgetting to put Kurt Zouma into the team. Right, so I've had to fight for people to stay at the club. Kurt Zouma came to me and went, I want to leave. I want to go to Barcelona. I want to play in the Champions League. We're in the top 4. Okay, we're going to get Champions League football. If you stop whinging and you stay around, you're going to play in the Champions League next season. Yes, it's Barcelona, but that's fine. That didn't really annoy me because it's Barcelona. They're not even showed any interest in him. But Rob Holding came to me. I want to play in the Champions League. Let me join Chelsea. The mid-table. Look, this is what I don't get this game. I do not get it. Chelsea are 7th. Yes, this season has a long way to go, and they could somehow get into the top 4th place or whatever. But they're not going to. We're going to stay there. We're going to get 4th or 3rd. So they can bugger off and just knuckle down and just carry on with this season. And then we'll get Champions League, and then we can bring in some better players. Oh, this game annoys me sometimes. But rant over. Let's get into this team. Into this game. Oh, by the way, we've got Klein, Zouma, Gibson, and Nick James from my back four with Toussaint, Wilshere, and Ndidi. With Odegaard, I'm keeping Odegaard in because he had such a good game against Colchester. Yes, it was Colchester, but I feel bad about dropping him if I do. Dolberg and Iniacho back up front. We have got a bit of a knock to Chris Scott, so I'm probably not going to be bringing him on. Winks he's not fit still to play. So that is probably a waste of £100 million because he's just been injured all season. So hopefully he can come back and do us a job when he's fit and ready and wants to play for us. But yeah, Man City, we're definitely their bogey team of this season. This series, in fact, we have beaten them more than they've beaten us. But they're having a good season. They managed to beat Arsenal 5-0 the other day. Oh, it's good. I've left Lopez in goal. This could be a proper game changer. We need to go out and attack. I've left Lopez in goal. That was a big mistake. I didn't check the goalkeeper, did I? Klein still manages to keep the ball. That's good. Wilshere to Iniacho to Dolberg. Get a goal. Dolberg is scored. We're 1-0 up. Hopefully we can score 4 or 5 goals. So when they start attacking and Lopez starts letting them in, we're fine. But Klein did well then. Wilshere gets muddled up a little bit with, I'm going to go with Toussaint, and then Dolberg. He's not going to miss from that angle really, is he? And being that close up, which is nice. 1-0 up, 10 minutes in. Exactly what we want. Good start. That's moved us up into 3rd place. 5 points behind Manchester City and 7 points still behind Arsenal. And what am I on about? 5 points behind Arsenal and 7 points behind Man United. So mathematically, we can still win the league. Man U are going to have to proper lose some points and we're going to have to win everything. Indeed, he's got himself another goal for the season. Made it 2-0 for us. This is the start we wanted. But we know that we do well in the first halves of games. It's just, can we see them out? The second half, do we kind of drop a little bit and then we end up conceding a few goals? But we got a little bit lucky there. Well, I say unlucky. There was a tackle coming in on Iniacho, and indeed he's there. It's just superb strike. He is literally the best player at this club at the minute, and probably the best player in the league, one of the best players in the league. I may look at trying to get Inagolo Kante back as well, because that would be nice to see Ndidi and Kante back at this club. But I don't know how old he is now, and I don't know how much he's worth. I wonder if he's still at Chelsea. I'll have to have a look. But Man City almost getting a goal back. Luckily, Lopez does save it. But yeah, I'm going to look at Kante. And I don't know how old he is, actually, in-game. Now, being 6 seasons on. But it'd be nice to see if we can maybe bring him back for next season, especially if he's still at Chelsea and they don't get Champions League football and he's still as good as he was. Let's bring him back. Iniacho's in. Come on, Iniacho, make it 3. Iniacho has made it 3-0. We're having the best start that we needed to have. I did say we need to score a few goals. And it all started Nick James with a great tackle in the box. Wilshere just boots it up to Dolberg. He then plays it to Iniacho, who just runs on. No one's marking him. He shoots. The keeper gets a hand to it. But luckily, it just goes into the back of the net for us. Oh, this is what we want, guys. Right, Toussaint to Gibson. Plays it up forward. Can't find anyone, but they are pressing down this right-hand side. Crossing, Zuma heads it out to Nick James, who's been playing really well, to Gibson, to Lopez. Boots it upfield. Cannot find Iniacho. And can we get it in midfield? Can we win this ball back? We can't. Dele Alli. Nick James. Oh, I tell you what. Why have I not played him sooner? Right, Dolberg wins that ball. Iniacho's on. We've got 3 in it. Erdegaard gets himself a goal. 4-0. What is going on with this Man City team at the minute? We're absolutely dominating them. But again, we could get a 6-6. We could get a 4-4. They can still come back and get a result out of this. But we have 2 men over there. Erdegaard picks it up. He goes for the strike. He's not going to miss. He's saying, thank you very much, boss, for having faith in me. Started me in this game. I did well against Colchester. I can do it in the league as well. So that is good to see. Obviously, I'm going to get Mikul on at some point in this game, just to freshen it up, because that's someone decent and dangerous to get into the team. He's on 11 goals this season as well, so he's doing well. This is good to see. Have a week off on Football Manager, come back and you start winning everything. I've definitely jinxed this now. But it'd be nice to see if we manage to win a few games and Man U drop a few points, and so do Arsenal. It'd be good if we could start challenging. Iniacho crosses it in to Dolberg, who hits the crossbar. Could have made it 5-0. But it would be good, though, if Man United do start slipping up and Arsenal slip up. And if they do, and we somehow manage to backdoor it or do it, just somehow come from behind and win the league again, I'll do one more season in the Champions League and see how we do. Dolberg's in, misses. But that's a massive if. We are 7 points behind. Played 21 games. So there's plenty to play, and we've still got to play Man U again. So if we beat Man U again, we haven't beaten, but if we manage to beat Man United, that's 3 points off them, and they only have to kind of draw a couple of games or lose another one. We win. Iniacho's in. Iniacho makes it 5-0, and I think that's his hat-trick as well. At half-time, 5-0 against Man City. What is going on? This is... It's got to be our year to win something big or do something decent. Iniacho's in, though. Scores. A good goal. It's got to be half-time now. Half-time now. No, it's not. Iniacho, that's his second goal. He's got a hat-trick of assists. Oh, this is good to see, guys. This is really good to see. Right, I'm very pleased with your performance. Keep this up. Let's just go out there and just do what we did in the first half. Let's just... Oh, God. Let's just not get complacent now. Let's get a couple more goals in this half. Let's make it 6-7-0. But I just can't see it happening. Usually when we get a good lead like this at half-time, they come back, score a few goals. They'll probably score 3 this half, and it'll end 5-3, and it'll be a nerve-wracking ends the game. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we can do well and just keep it like this. A couple more goals would be nice. It would be good to see a few more goals. I don't need to think about substitutes just yet. There's no point. Let's just keep it out. Erdegaard there. Rubicon didn't quite pull off, but Wilshere to Toussaint tries to find Dolberg and doesn't. Right, Nick James picks the ball up. What's he going to do with it? Plays it to Wilshere to Erdegaard. We're on the attack again. Iniacho picks the ball up, shoots, Klein's in. He's injured though. Is that Klein with an injury? Yes, it is. I tell you what, there's no point having an injured Nathaniel Klein on the pitch. It doesn't say he's injured here, which I don't understand. Let's just leave it for a second, actually. If he's not injured, there's no point in me making the sub, is there? But it definitely said he was injured, unless it's... Oh, Dolberg's picked up an injury, though. That's not ideal. That's definitely not ideal. Dolberg, mate, you're going to have to stay on. Just for now. I am going to take off Klein. Bring on. Let's just see how this goes. The later it goes, I'll probably bring on McCule for Dolberg and I'll have 2 attacking midfielders on and put Iniacho into the centre and have like the Christmas tree formation going on. Wilshere, come on guys, let's close them down. We are 5-0 up. Let's just get another goal. Right, Trent Alexander-Arnold to Iniacho. It finds Dolberg to Odegaard to Wilshere. Wilshere's in. Wilshere's just been tackled. We've surely got a free kick, have we not? No, we haven't. Right, 70th minute. I am going to do what I've just said. I'm going to bring on McCule. Can Erdegaard play up front? Can any of these guys play up front? Can they do a job? No. McCule, can you do a job up front? No, not really. So let's just do this. A bit of a weird ass formation going on here. But McCule can do that. You can be an advanced playmaker on attack. Oh, that looks horrible, that formation, but it would do. We don't want to aggravate Dolberg's injury anymore, do we? But he's played a beautiful pass to Iniacho, and Iniacho's got his hat-trick for the game. It is 6-0. Dolberg with an assist just before he comes off. Surely, this is... I don't even know why I'm worrying. We've definitely won this game. It's 6-0. We can't not win this game. If we lose somehow or manage to get a draw, I'm going to be really, really pissed off. Right, but definitely helping the goal difference side of things as well. Iniacho in, he's celebrating his hat-trick. Yes, let's just get him off. We don't want him injured. So what we're going to do now, though, that is the question. What are we going to do now? I'll tell you one thing I do want to try, and I'm going to do it in a second, actually. Indeed, Erdegaard's in. We've made it 7. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to literally try this. I want to do the 4-2-3-1, but narrow. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, because we've got the players to do it. We can have attacking midfield there. McCule definitely can stay as attacking midfielder. Can he play any other position? Shadow striker in the middle. An attacking playmaker on attack there. Just want to try this, because originally I did try the 4-2-3-1 and it didn't work because we tried to bring in wingers. But do it when we've got 3 attacking midfielders on the pitch. It might work. Erdegaard, though, he's getting another goal for the game. That's his 2nd goal. This is looking good. 7-0, guys, against Manchester City. I did not expect this. I really did not expect this. Are they going to get a goal? They don't. I'm kind of speechless with how we've performed. If we have a look, 17 shots. They've had more of the chances. They've had 15 shots themselves and 6 on target. But we've just been more clinical. We've just done really, really well. So again, Man City we've just destroyed them. We really have destroyed them. And I just think if we hadn't had some of these draws against Hull and stuff, we definitely would be up there with the league. Erdegaard cannot find anyone, and Man City are going to go on the attack, but Zuma's there. Wilshere to Iniacho to Felix, gets tackled, unfortunately, and yeah, Man City just don't know what they're going to do. They're going to try and get a goal maybe. But look at the team, right? Bruyne, they've got a good team, but we've just destroyed them. Hat trick for Iniacho, Erdegaard with 2 goals, Ndidi with 1, Dolberg opening it up. I tell you what, guys, that was excellent. And they don't even seem happy about it. I definitely am happy about that. Right, so we've just won 7-0. We're gonna win the league. That's what we're gonna try and do. Right, guys. So this is going to call this the end of the episode. Again, I'm going to play a few games. I might get a chance to do a bit more recording. So I'm probably going to do the Newcastle and Liverpool game because the Liverpool game, they're in 5th. It's going to be important. But then we've got Man United. What do I do? Tell you what, guys. I'm not going to do the Newcastle game. I'm probably just going to come back and either do the Liverpool or Man U or just the Man United game. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. So thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the like button and let me know what you think. And thanks for bearing with me while I'm in the state of moving house. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in a bit. See you later. Bye.